What's up guys, it's Matterz, and we have a really cool video here regarding a Black Ops 3 zombie secret storyline that involves Richtofen, MAXIS, and his main goal that would lead probably into DLC 4 and everything that's happening with the summoning key, taking the souls, and everything actually tying back to the rituals within Shao's View. A lot of crazy stuff actually occurring here, and obviously, like I said, a new sort of universe potentially developing because of all these events. Now, I'm going to go over a theory. The link is in the description to the original theory, so definitely check it out. And I do agree with a lot of this. This is almost like my sort of philosophy on what's going on, but this person actually ties in a bit more with MAXIS than I really would have ever thought of. So this is really cool. So definitely stay tuned for all this, and let's get started here. So this is what it says. I've been speculating about the upcoming events in the Black Ops 3 storyline, as we all have been. And Shadows of Evil actually gave us the coordinates to the upcoming maps, which is an unusual move from Treyarch. Shadows of Evil was a pocket universe in its own reality, and it was invaded by the Aparthicons, a mysterious figure. The Shadow Man always speaks to us about, speaks to the characters and manipulates them in order to bring the Aparthicons into Morgue City, so that his dimension will be ruled by these Aparthicons. Also, the way our character accomplishes the event is quite unusual as well. They had to sacrifice 4 people to open the gates for evil forces, and then the ritual is the summoning key, obviously most important of this apocalyptic event, and it requires obviously the death and sacrifice, sacrificing of these 4 people as well. So that's the whole situation there. Now, after thinking about the ciphers and the notes, obviously Richtofen's note, Richtofen's plan, a lot of the things that we've seen with Primus will fail, coordinates to the future DLC maps. Shadows of Evil may contain a lot more than we really expect, and a lot of the things we've seen within Shadows of Evil may really be the answer to what we're going to expect for the ending DLC 4 sort of revelation, and obviously the developing of a new sort of universe involving these characters and the summoning key, and obviously with the rituals happening, and the whole sort of thing with the preservation of souls, that will all lead into DLC 4 and actually stem from Shadows of Evil. So the question is here, as he says, what if the whole story of the Origins crew is about rituals and opening a gateway to a new powerful force? Now, this powerful force, and I completely agree, would obviously stem directly from the new sort of thing Richtofen's doing, where he's taking the souls and preserving them within the summoning key and then using them for, like this guy explains it in a perfect way, a new powerful force, and then it's going to lead on to a different dimension. So in the Giant, Richtofen obviously killed and sacrificed his older self and preserved it within the summoning key. He also did Richtofen, or no, he also did Dempsey as well, or maybe Dempsey did, however you want to look at that. But Dempsey, Richtofen, they're both within the summoning key, and he says it's obviously safe to assume, and as we all sort of expect, Takeo and Nikolai are up next for DLC 2 and DLC 3. Now, since the 4 souls are inside the summoning key, they can actually open up gateways. So this guy believes, and I definitely believe too, that at the end of the story, this will bring on a higher being into our universe, a higher sort of figure within our universe, a new powerful source, and pave the way for something else. But this is where the story sort of turns here, and this is what I haven't really thought about before. And he's saying that this could actually be MAXIS. Now, similar to the Shadow Man, MAXIS always speaks to us within these maps through radio recordings. He announces the states of the trap after using warehouse defense, active, all that. His voice is always accompanying us within our journey, and he speaks to us when we finish the flytrap Easter egg in the Giant. He states that the beacon is lit, which sounds like we have finished the first actual ritual to open the gateway within these 4 characters in the summoning key. Now, I believe at the end, DLC 4 obviously, or whatever the end is for these origin characters, maybe the end of DLC 3, they will sacrifice their old selves and open a gateway. When it comes out to the gate, this will determine the fate of reality. So what can happen here? A new universe could be developed because of the actual events occurring within the summoning key and the powerful force that will actually come out of the summoning key, or just sort of be, I guess, created from the summoning key. On top of this, we also have the potential that the Shadow Man is still within the summoning key. If you guys don't know, the Shadow Man, and sort of, I think, to Richtofen's denial or just sort of ignorance, he's in the summoning key. Richtofen does not know that at all, and I don't think he really cares to know that. But But along with the Shadow Man, along with these 4 characters, along with the evil forces of the Shadow Man and the actual Parthicons all the way back, stemming and originating from Shadows of Evil, a lot of insane stuff will occur either within DLC 3, which is sort of like the end of the Origins crew, obviously, because, you know, that's like the last point where someone will die, so maybe that it'll end there, or DLC 4, where I think a lot of Shadows of Evil sort of elements will come to life, and it'll really be apparent what's actually occurring, and this new being could actually be from the Parthicons, stem to a new universe, a new being, a new force that comes out of this, and potentially even destroy all of the other characters for what happened here and just what they're creating. It's sort of like a chemistry experiment, like you don't really know of, like you're gonna add all this crazy stuff and then you don't know what the outcome is, and the outcome could be devastating, like actually crazy, a huge explosion. I think the storyline, if this all goes to plan, will have some sort of huge explosion where just mind-blowing things will happen, and I think the whole universe probably will be ruined because of what's going to happen here within the Summoning Key. Now again, this is just a theory, but I think that's a really good thing to actually grasp our heads around, that something insanely huge will happen. And I think we all sort of understand that, like, yeah, obviously something insanely huge is going to happen for DLC 4, whatever it is, but this is just really interesting. A lot of the stuff, a lot of the information, we've basically been predicting it since the beginning, and I think the Summoning Key, as we've all seen before, it's going to be a huge part of this, you know, driving the force for these new powerful beings that will be created. Maybe the return of the Parthicons, maybe, you know, a new universe, actually a secret universe actually created through all of this. We'll have to see what happens, and as of now, we're just gonna stick it out here and really go DLC by DLC to see if we have any further evidence of this actually occurring. So tell me guys what you think about this, and yeah, see you guys later.